and gentlemen, welcome to Crash Cars Today. As you can see, we got a beautiful DB9 with us, but there's a twist. It's a DB9 GT Volante. To be exact, it's a convertible. It's awesome. Now, Aston originally designed the Volante just to be a DB9, just a convertible, and that's exactly what they've done. From the sport to the daily compatibility and a couple things that Aston shouldn't have brought over, but they did anyway. They got an exact DB9 right here, just a convertible, and it is pretty awesome, guys. I mean, you got a true sports car with a convertible. What else would you want? Other than a couple things like more carbon fiber and all that, but what else could you want? I mean, it's awesome. Now, to be exact on horsepower and all that, it's got 540. It does 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. That's absolutely insane for a convertible. I mean, that's kind of terrifying, but it's fun. And the engine, it is handcrafted by one person, actually a group of people, and then it's inspected by a single person at the end of it all. And their engine bay is quite beautiful. So how about we check that out? And here we are now at the engine bay, guys. I mean, from the beautiful stone-colored cross braces to the absolutely stunning black motor itself with the little badge that tells you who checked it off at the end, Aston has absolutely perfected their engine bays. That's a V12 up under there. There's not gonna be much space anyway. And a V12, you get credit. Who cares if you don't have space? You got a V12. Now, let me jump back to the whole car really quick. I want to explain something. Here we are now back at the beautiful quartering 2 shot. Now, I've talked about the outside, I've talked about the beautiful engine, and I mean, you don't really need to talk specs of performance and stuff on an Aston, because when you buy one, you're really getting one for the comfortable ride and the experience that it gives you when you drive it. Yes, I mean, it does have great performance because it's an Aston Martin. They're a high performance machine, but they pride themselves on their beauty and elegance. And one of their most beautiful parts of their cars are their interiors. Let's check that out and let me show you how elegant it is, but sadly they do miss a couple things, and you'll see. So come on, let's check this out. So guys, here we are now inside this absolutely beautiful Aston Martin DB9 interior. I mean, Aston Martin did a good job on this, and I say good for 2 reasons. One, because they put some awesome touches in here, like, for example, they put in carbon fiber paddle shifters instead of the usual aluminum or titanium paddle shifters that you see in other cars. But other than that, it's an Aston, guys. I mean, it's beautiful. You got your awesome little crystal key insert engine starter button thing. I don't know how to properly say it. That's what I call it. That's what I've always called it. You got your button selector for your gear, which is, I mean, for your transmission gear, forward, reverse, neutral, park, blah, blah, blah. And then you got the little pop-up display, like in every Aston, except for the DB11, because they just didn't do it in that one. Mercedes took hold of the interior on that car, but that is a different day. That's a special video. It's a different day. Anyway, the DB9. You got super comfortable seats, great for a daily drive. You never get tired of them. They are heated and cooled seats, and they do lean back quite far, and they do go back quite far, and they do give the driver plenty of space. And that's pretty important because, I mean, sports cars are driver and oriented cars, and most of the time it's just a driver in it. But anyway, back to the interior. Now, for storage, you don't get much. You got 2 cup holders here, a little like slidey thing that you see a lot of people put like phones and wallets in, like super thin wallets or just a credit card. You got a little pocket right here. and another one right here, and you can fit the key perfectly right in this little leather slot. Now for the glove box, you could fit maybe 2 water bottles in there. Not much, but it's a driver's car. It's a driver-oriented car. You want to go somewhere, and you're just wanting to enjoy the drive, and that's what this car will give you. So, let's be happy, right? Okay. You got 2 analog speedo and tachometers right here. Like 1 and 1, if you know what I mean, just clarifying. You got aircon here, aircon here, aircon there, and 1 over there. You got very pretty speakers. Those are very simple, very plain. They're very pretty to go with the interior because Aston, they're a simple but very modern interior if you look at it and understand it, and it's very pretty. They've done a very good job. And buttons. You got AC over here, more AC over here. You got your sources, and you got your phone and nav, and you got your gear selection and your engine start. On your steering wheel, very plain steering wheel, but you do get a couple buttons. And it's very plain because it's a driver-oriented car. You know the deal. You got your phone over here, and you got your cruise control over here. Interesting. It's got cruise control. Daily drivability? Check. Now, let me talk to y'all about something that I've been hinting at and talking about a little bit throughout the video. And so it's actually the back seats. They did want us to have a DB9 convertible, but you'd want to share that with 4 people, and 4 real people. Like, the back seats in this, as you can see, they don't fit. My legs just don't fit in here, so that's what the problem is. Enough about this interior, and enough about the outside, because Aston is a driver's car, and it's important to know how it drives. So, in typical Crash Cars fashion, we have to do a startup, and then let's take it for a ride. Here we go. Listen to this absolutely insane V12 wake up. So that was a heck of a startup, right? I mean, V12s, they always sound good, but Aston seems to find a way to make it better. All right, so here we are now starting to move. I mean, moving slow. Not really gonna know what it feels like, but we're about to turn out and find out. So all I can say now is I'm gonna guess that it's a little bumpy. But I mean, being an Aston, they're going to be gentle, they're going to be smart, and they're going to always make it probably lightweight and probably bumpy and, I mean, maybe smooth. Let's find out. So being on the road for a minute now, that soundtrack just always puts a smile on your face. That V12 is incredible. Now, like I said earlier, okay, I was wrong. It is not bumpy and choppy, even in sport mode. It is very smooth and very comfortable to ride in. I was very surprised by that. Hello, cop. And yeah, you always gotta say hi to 12. But this thing rides very well. I'm very surprised. But I mean, is its performance an Aston Martin, or is it just gonna ride like a little flower in a massive flower field? Let's find out. Now, quick note, it is in sport mode, so it's gonna be rougher, it's gonna be more of an animal, but that's the only time these kind of cars are fun. Okay, that van just completely cheated, and y'all saw that. Let's turn them in. Nah, I'm kidding. No, ain't no snakes here. But, I mean, Aston, like I said before, they're always performance-oriented with comfort in mind. But, you know what? Who cares? Okay, that wonderful upshift, wow. Yeah, no, Aston's got performance still in mind in this car, even though it rides like it's on a wave. That is impressive. But I mean, just the interior space on this, it kind of gets a little tight. Even when you're going, you still notice it. It's still there, and I mean, you can get over it. It's fun to ride in. It always makes you have a smile with that engine crackle like just then. I mean, this car is awesome. Aston Martin is just Aston Martin, and they're stubborn on a couple things, but who cares, because car brands are car brands. Because in an Aston Martin, you can always just, especially this, you can put the top down, put it in sport mode, pull out somewhere, and I mean, do this. I mean, how much fun is that? That's just why you'd want the car, especially with your hair blown in the wind like mine is right now. It's so much fun in this thing. Riding around just a little bit now, it kind of shifts like an old AMG. I mean, you get the shift, but you get paddle lag. You pull the paddle, and then it shifts, like that. But Astons are fun. I mean, they're quirky. They do have slow shifting. They're fun and all, and the DB11, have not driven it yet with the V8 in it, but I'm certain with all that AMG stuff in there, those things will rock the world. What a wonderful day to review this. And there goes the hair again. And the sun. I should have worn sunglasses. Here we are now back in the parking lot. I mean, that was a wonderful drive. Aston has done an incredible job with this. They just need to work on their tranny and their space on the interior. Other than that, wow, the DB9 is insane. I mean, it's awesome. You got a beautiful interior. You got just an absolutely elegant exterior. You can't go wrong with buying this car. I mean, yes, if you want to have a sports car that shifts really quick and is an Aston, then go for the DB11. It's newer, it's a little bit more expensive, and they are coming out with a convertible. But if you want to stick to Aston Martin, go for the DB9 Volante. It's awesome, absolutely awesome from any standpoint. Don't care what you say. I mean, transmission slow, whatever. It's an awesome car. So with that, thank y'all so much for watching today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Go browse the channel. I got a couple more videos coming soon. Got plenty in the past. Thank y'all so much for watching, like I said. And subscribe now. Go hit that big red button. Y'all know where it is. Go hit that like button and go check out my Instagram and my Facebook. They're both Crash Cars, and my website, which is Crash Cars Online. Thank y'all. Crash Cars out.
Special thanks to Motor Cars of Georgia for letting me review the DB9 Volante. Thank you guys.